Crop circles are a worldwide phenomenon, but they also appear in water, in snow, in leaves, in fields. These are just obviously fake ones. But the difference between a real crop circle and a fake crop circle is these nodes. These nodes get superheated by the real orbs, and they're done as a UHF microwave frequency, apparently, according to W.C. Levengood. Now, you should check his research out. He goes into a lot more detail than I can here. And the crop that's actually inside a crop circle grows 400% more than the crop outside the crop circle. And they're normally found on ley lines, crop circles, but the man-made ones are flattened and the stems are broke, whereas these are not broke. The proper ones are never broke. So that's the difference, and obviously there's energy inside which can cause batteries to die. This crop circle has brow inside there, raised dots, which makes it obviously a unique crop circle, and that was done in California. Now, it was covered extensively in newspapers at the time, but what they don't tell you is as soon as the US Army found out, they went there, they dug up the roots of this crop circle, they put them on the back of a truck, they set fire to the whole field, and then they drove off with the roots. Now, does that sound like they were worried about a man with a plank of wood? No. There's also other reports of Army helicopters, blacked out helicopters with cameramen filming crop circles. Why would they do that if it's just a man with a plank of wood? Now, there's a guy called David Clayton who is an ex-Royal Air Force engineer, and he claims that the MI5 pay people, that's the MI5 in the UK, pay people to fake crop circles to make sure that we all think that they're fake instead of having real ones. I'm still talking about crop circles, but I'm talking about the orbs now that create the crop circles. So I've mentioned in previous videos about the orbs or spirits or entities or drops of water, whatever you want to call it, soul that enters yourself while you're being born. Now, I think those are on a plane of existence which is low. Then if they die, or if you die, then it moves over to the next plane of existence. And then the spirit then, or the entity, whatever you want to call it, can move up different planes of existence. Now, I believe the ones that create the crop circles are the same ones that come out of physical UFO ships. And they can also split. And I'm just showing a video here just to give you an example. This may not be orbs, but orbs can actually be massive in size. So I think that basically it's an entity that's well up in the higher planes of existence compared to your spirit entity. Don't worry, this isn't what you think it is. This is me talking about the Smithsonian. Wait, don't run. Because you know what I've said about them. I don't trust them because they always try and debunk things. And yes, they're doing it here with the art of the crop circle. They're saying that everyone's pretty much fake. But we know different now because we know that they were actually way done before these people. Now, these people here, there's a video of actually Doug and Dave doing it, showing, yes, very clever that they did do that, but they do break the corn. So I've been asked, why do we not see crop circles anymore? It's because of this. Newspapers, which, when you get your head around it, newspapers don't want us to know about UFO or any of the stuff that I've been talking about. So they tell us everything's fake, and therefore no one bothers reporting on the crop circles, but they're still around. Crop circles still appear every year in crop. So in the UK, so if you want to go and see one, you could pretty much time it right, and there is tours. Some farmers allow that. So there's a crop circle that was done here in Wales in 2001. This is a reply to a message that was sent out called the Arecibo message. And that was sent out in 1974 using radio waves into space. And this is a reply. So basically, this is what we sent out, and this is the reply that we got. You see the difference there. Now, each one of these different things represents something. So obviously that's showing what the characters look like that's done this. That's showing the population of the planet. That's showing the kind of telescope or radio that would be required. So I'll just give you an idea here. This is a breakdown of what someone's done of that crop circle, which is classed as a reply to our message that we sent out into space. So if you look down here, average height of the alien with the big head is 3.4, so just under 4 foot, which would make it probably one of the Zeta Reticuli, and I'll go on about that in another video. But so this is really interesting because it talks about their population, how many stars they've got, how many planets around their area, and what kind of telescope to talk to them back on. Now, if this was fake, it's very well done. Someone's really clued up on everything, because they even talk about what kind of, we're carbon based. I think they said this was silicon based. So whoever's done this is really, really clever and knows what they're doing. If it is fake, if it's real, then the next video that I'm just about to show you is kind of a warning to us, and we might need to heed it. Thanks. This was a crop circle formed in 2002, and it shows an alien grey. Now, whoever done this, whether it's the alien greys themselves or a fake person doing it, has done it right, because see the pupil there? Actually, they do have pupils. They're just using a cover over their eyes, a bit like sunglasses, really. Now, this is a disc, and it's been found to contain binary code. So when you break the binary code down, it reads out to: beware the bearers of false gifts and their broken promises. Much pain, but still time. And then the damaged word, possibly. Believe. There is good out there. We oppose deception. Conduit closing. Bell sound. Now, I'm worried that they're actually talking about our governments. Originally, when I first knew about this, I thought it was other aliens. But thinking about everything now and what's happening, how they're lying to us, the governments, about vaccines and stuff,